Welcome back to the 2-Minute Drill. Once again, we're here with Nichols football head coach Dale Olmsted. The Bison suffered a home loss to Endicott College this weekend. Dale, looking at the film, we had some positives out of the game. One of them was to play the linebackers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it's probably when you start talking about our linebackers, you're going to start with Brett McAvoy. He's had a great season for us so far. Great career. Very excited. He's one of our younger guys, a sophomore, a leader on the defensive side of the ball. And offensively, we struggled a little bit early on. And with the linebacker play, big interception with him early on, kept us in it. But there's certainly other people that help him around. The defensive line played pretty well. Our outside backers all had a great game. Defensive back, they're coming along as well. So, yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
Endicott's defensive line definitely got some pressure on our quarterbacks. But talk about what happened with us as far as getting some new players in there. Guys like Prince Well, some guys in the O-line. You get to see some new faces in there, guys behind center as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew going into the game that their defensive line was probably the top in the league. With Anderson coming back, and they have a couple new younger guys up front. Big, strong, powerful. Us for up front, we have three new guys. Jeff Perez, Austin Jones, and Robert Orrell as well. So, three new guys starting up front. This was their first, taste of conference play. Seeing the difference between the conference play and non-conference. Not to take anything away from the non-conference schedule, because as we all know, it's a tough one. But Endicott's certainly one of the premier programs in the league. A team that we'd like to emulate. They have a lot of local guys. I think you look at their roster, look at our roster. You talk to the same players. A lot of the local guys, visited. Their final schools are certainly us and Endicott. But yeah, offensive line had their hands full this week. They're gonna have it again too next week versus Western New England. I think Derek Warren continues to prove why he should be considered one of the top receivers in the New England Football Conference. And yes, Prince Well did a nice job. He got some action. He got four catches, I think, this week. And Brendan Massey also had his first catch. He's a freshman as well. So to have two freshmen and a sophomore, contribute the way they've done is pretty exciting for us.
One of the things fans, as well as the program, focuses on now as we go through this retooling process is really just not worrying about what the other team does, and not necessarily worrying about score all the time, but worrying about what we're doing and the progress that we're making. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. If we get focused on who we're playing and what they can do, sometimes you can get caught up and you can play above your head or not above your head, but you're really not focused. What we're trying to do, especially this week after watching the film, we're going to kind of bring it back a little bit, go back to basics, blocking techniques, receiving, running crisp routes, defensively, breaking down, making sure where we need to be. We want to make sure that we don't beat ourselves. And I think the last couple of weeks we've had some penalties. We've done some things that I think are out of characteristic of how we can play. So, yeah, in building a program, we have small, attainable goals. Offensively, we're not looking necessarily to score a touchdown during that drive, but we just want first downs. Just want to keep moving the ball in the positive way. Defensively, we kind of want to be that bend but don't break. Obviously, we expect the most out of ourselves each and every time, but realistically, we know, what our goals are. And, and again, I'm really proud of this team. They've shown a lot of spunk. They've never quit. And then off the field, they've done such a great job that, the alumni and faculty are certainly proud of the program, where it's headed. I get compliments all the time. I got another one from Coach DeWall over at Endicott about how the way we, conduct ourselves as a program. So the future's bright. Just need people to be patient.
The Bison head to Western New England this weekend. Western New England, a perennially strong team, usually has a solid running game. What have you seen from them so far in film?
Pretty much, what we expect at the beginning of the season. They're 4-0 for a reason. They played some Liberty League games. I think whacked Springfield around. I think we have a common opponent in Westfield that they handled pretty good. So we know we have our hands full. Me personally, I voted them to win the league this year based on what they had coming back. And, so far early on, I see no reason why they can't compete for the league title. Very well coached, strong on both sides of the ball, very aggressive on offense and defense. And, again, like I said before, we have to worry about ourselves, play within ourselves, focus on what we can do, and do it to the best of our ability.
Fans' game is Saturday over at Golden Bear Stadium in Springfield. You can also follow along on NicholsAthletics.com. Thanks again, Coach Olmsted. Good luck.
Thanks. You're welcome.